He's like a 68 alcohol. I'm sitting here listening to everybody, and we keep going over the numbers and the numbers. I can remember growing up as a kid. I was born and raised here in Spotswood. I've been here 56 years. And I can remember as a kid, the fire department would collect money roadside. Not necessarily, going up, but put up a sheet and people would drive by and toss loose change in there. And they made some good money doing that. And then one day, somebody complained that the kids doing softball, it was a little dangerous for them, so the council decided, well, the fire department can't do it, the EMS can't do it, nobody can do it. If we can't do it, they can't either. That's petty. That was income that this town had, and it kept all the vital services going, because they were volunteer. So now we have our taxes already set up to pay for certain services. I don't have a problem with that. I like that, because now we have a guaranteed service. Why can't we just get rid of the ordinance that was put in place a while back? And I was here for the meeting. I listened to the fire department come up and represent the case and say, we're trained professionals, which they are. You were comparing them to frickin' pee-wee kids out in the street collecting money. That was ridiculous. Why can't you have the fire department go out, put the blankets up, put the boots out, collect the money? They made a good income doing that. They collected revenue. Ask the EMS to do the same. I guarantee you, if you ask any one of these people back here, if they would go out there for 2 hours a day, for 2 days, and collect money, they'd be out there 10 hours a day collecting money to help the taxpayers reduce their taxes. Have you guys even thought about discussing that with them? Maybe changing that ordinance and making it possible for them to collect revenue? I'm just saying, it's just an idea, because I was born and raised here, and I watched it through my entire childhood. The first day in the fire department on Main Street and Summer Hill Road, just walking down at the red light with a boot, and people were throwing money in. And people were just throwing dollar bills, change, whatever they had in their car, because people wanted to donate. And I guarantee you, if you do that, if you go back to doing that, you'd be surprised how much money you'll be collecting from the residents and anybody who drives through Spotswood. And that includes anybody from Helmetta, anybody from Jamesburg, East Brunswick, anybody who comes through this town. You can put police officers out there, EMS, fire department, they will put money in that booth because they know it's going to protect people. Like I said, you got the best police department, the best EMS. We got a volunteer fire company. I guarantee you would put any paid fire company to shame. Okay? Think long and hard about what we're doing tonight and what's going to happen in February. Because you're asking us to give up an awful lot. And there are other avenues that could be taken to save them and save us. Because to me, by taking them away, you're putting as someone who has a history of heart attacks and needs EMS available, you're risking my life. I trust you, RWJ. Yes, when I lived in East Brunswick, the paramedics came and helped me. But guess what? If I have a heart attack, the paramedics are going to come and help me, whether these guys are here or not. That's not going to make a difference. If they need backup, RWJ will still back them up. Monroe will still back us up. All routines, they're still going to be here. The only difference is now we're paying them more. And we're not getting anything in return. Just change the ordinance that you put in place to stop, to get even with the fire department for not wanting the kids out there, and let the EMS and fire department go back to collecting money on the street, and you'd be surprised how much money they're going to collect.
Okay, thank you very much.
And thank you for letting me sit. And I apologize if I sound aggressive, but it's just very upsetting to me.
Don't apologize.